Well, hello folks out there in YouTube land. Got a big show lined up for you. Let's get right on into it. All right, let's pull up the screen. Cardano, and Cardano is on an epic run right now. It's been up quite a bit. We're going to talk about two important things. First of all, the Grayscale fund, and that includes Cardano, and then also the Coinbase staking, and two very important items to go over. All right, well, Grayscale has added, of course, their new smart contract platform fund, excluding Ethereum. And as you can see right here, Cardano is the largest portion of that fund at 26%. And then Solana, Avalanche, Polkadot, and all down the list there. But Cardano being the number one. So I think that's a big deal. Now you've got a large fund that's buying Cardano, and that just, it also gives people exposure that may want exposure to those smart contract cryptocurrencies, but don't want individual exposure to it. And they do that a lot. They did that with GBTC and Ethereum's ETHE, but those were just one-on-ones, whereas this is a whole fund. So that's pretty big news right there. Like I say, that's a lot of buying power. Grayscale's they have big funds. So you get them buying, that's going to do nothing but force the Cardano up. The other big issue with Cardano, and this is great, Coinbase has expanded their staking offering that includes Cardano. This is, in my opinion, a big deal. It says, today we're expanding our staking offerings to include Cardano with plans to continue to scale our staking portfolio in 2022. It says Cardano is one of the top 10 most valuable cryptocurrencies by market cap. Of course, we know it's proof of stake, etc. We know all about that. It says, while it's possible for individuals to stake Cardano on their own, it can be a little bit confusing and complicated, and they're making it a whole lot easier on Coinbase for folks that don't necessarily want to get into that. And their current estimated annual return for Cardano staking on Coinbase is going to be 3.75%. Now, that is fantastic compared to, let's say you've just got a regular person out there that just started with Coinbase and maybe they own Cardano and 2 or 3 others, and they're looking to have some sort of inflation hedge. Well, 3.75% is about 5, 6, 7 times what you're going to get in a savings account. And if you bought Cardano in the last month, you've seen big increases, because this thing got down into the 70s at one point, which is crazy. And now it's up in well over $1. So, and we'll get into that in the chart here in just a minute, but this is great news. And the way it works is you'll always maintain control. Of course, you know, it's in your Coinbase account, so you don't have to worry about security and all that. It's a very secure platform, in my opinion. And the way it's set up, I believe you're automatically enrolled, because from what I can tell, looking at my account, it was already there, unless you want to opt out. And I was looking at my phone this morning, and I was like, I hadn't seen that. And I saw this Cardano, like I said, it showed the 3.75. And now it's got the interest that you're going to make. And it says, it shows your pending rewards that you've got coming to you. And it shows the rewards received. Of course, I hadn't received any. They just started this. But it's showing, you know, a pretty good chunk of money coming my way. And the way it's set up, it said the first 20 to 25 days you won't receive anything. But then after that, you will start receiving rewards. And then every 5 to 7 days, you'll get those rewards coming to you on a regular basis. And it should be in Cardano. So I would think your Cardano number should be going up. And it's based on a percentage, like say, of almost 4%. So I just think that's huge, because there are so many people that are looking for an inflation hedge, and to know you're automatically going to get that on a regular weekly basis. And a lot of people just hold Cardano. Like I said, I've had my Cardano a very long time, and I would love to have gotten that 3.75. And I know that you can stake it and actually get a little bit more than that, but I didn't want to go through the hassle of it. I probably should have, but I just wanted to keep it in my Coinbase. I just felt more comfortable with it that way. And now I'm getting, you know, almost 4%, which is great. And I didn't have to do anything. You can opt out, but again, it automatically enrolls you, is my understanding. And the other issue with staking is I didn't have a whole lot back in the day, but in the last 30 days, I've increased my position on Cardano to where it's pretty substantial. So now 3.75%, you know, is going to be a decent amount of money. And as you've watched this crypto, it's up to almost $1.17 now. And I've been calling at $1 and below being a great time to buy. Anywhere from $1 to $1.05, that's where I doubled my position, and then it dropped down in the 80s and 70s, so I actually tripled my position. And now it's gone back up to $1.17, and I do think it's going to hit this $3 mark at some point this year. I don't know when. It may take a few months, or it may take several months, or it may take a year or more. But I think it'll happen this year based on everything that's happening with it. And understand, we've got over 500 DeFi projects that are coming onto the Cardano network. And let's take a look at the TVL. When you see this thing, it's now up to 318 million total value locked. And you've only got, as you can see here, 7 projects. Well, there's 517 that are waiting in line. And a lot of them are waiting for the Vassal hard fork that's coming in June, which is going to expedite the throughput on all of these projects to where it'll be extremely fast. And we know it's economical, much more economical than many of the other cryptos out there. So I expect this thing to skyrocket here from this 318 million to go into several billion very quickly, especially when June gets here. And understand there will be more of these projects added before then, but I think after June, that's really when it's going to accelerate very quickly. So again, we've had a great couple of weeks here. Like I said, we're up. If you bought in the 70s, you're up, what, 40, 50% right now on your money, which is fantastic. Like I said, I don't think this thing's done. It went through this dollar like it was nothing. So there was some concern this might be resistance. As you can see, it didn't even pause. It just went right through it. And now it's all the way up to $1.17. And understand right now, 75% of the volume is purchases right now. Only 25% is sell. So we're starting to get quite a bit of volume. You see it's upticking right here. So I'll be watching this closely, but that 3.75% kind of is a game changer for the regular person. If you're not heavy into crypto and you're just looking for an account to keep your crypto, well, Coinbase is great. I love it. I've got a trust wallet, and I went through that whole rigmarole through buying crypto, I think I used Pancake Swap, and then had to put it into my trust wallet. It was a real, it was a to-do. It took me several hours to figure it out, and most people are not going to go through that. And I'm not saying that staking's that difficult, but I'm just saying most people aren't even going to go down that path. They just want it done for them, and Coinbase is obviously going to do that. And I think that's going to be a tremendous hedge against inflation for people, and I think they're going to use it, and they're probably going to buy Cardano based on it, and we can already see that right here. I mean, I think this last 10, 15 cents is probably based on those two things, Grayscale and also the Coinbase. All right, folks, and that's Cardano today. I think that's two big announcements that are going on with it, and I totally can understand why it's jumping over the last couple of days, and I think it's going to continue up. It may have some pullbacks, but that'll just be more of a buying opportunity. And look, had I known that 3.75 was coming and it was just going to be a piece of cake like that, I would have bought even more, because now it can almost be like a little savings account in crypto. Like I say, I think that's a huge deal. We'll see how it all plays out, but I just think that's, gosh, there's no telling what all that's going to help this crypto to. And if you like this content, be sure to hit that like button. Lets me know to continue to cover Cardano. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. And I hope you did like the content. And we'll see you next time on Mr. Frugal Investor.